We're back with the Atlantic SUPgirls, Julieta Gismondi and Luann Harris, and we're going to talk to them about how they did this 1,500-mile paddleboard trip from New York to Miami and why.
In bits and pieces. and together. I know myself personally, up until almost the very end, I couldn't think of this whole trip as one big piece, because unlike Jules, I hadn't done anything that could give me any basis of reference for a trip like this. So I think it was just like a mental defense mechanism. I couldn't, it was too big. So it was literally just getting to the end of each day. I didn't know if I could do the whole trip, and I know Jules had a sense of reasonable acceptance that we may not make it. I don't think she ever, we won't use the word doubt, but all I knew was that I could get to the end of the day, and that if we got into a situation that we'd be able to get out of it together. So subdividing those 1,500 miles into little bitty sections.
We mapped out the routes. We separated the routes into days or possible days. We studied the entire coast on Google Maps, trying to find possible camp spots, beaches that didn't have buildings around so we could easily commando camp. So we had the route mapped for the ocean side and the route map for the intercoastal. So we also planned for getting resupplied in very specific spots. And then we obviously changed everything once we got on the water. Yep.
We fundraised for a couple different charities along the way, Mission Blue and First Descents. Mission Blue is Dr. Sylvia Earle's Oceanic Conservation Organization. And then First Descents do free outdoor adventures and excursions for kids and young adults affected by cancer and their families. So those causes do mean a lot to us personally. But before that, we had already decided to do the trip before we decided to fundraise. This is just an experience that we really wanted to have. It meant a lot to us to go through it. It means so much to us already as an experience. If we can make it mean something to someone else as well along the way, the more the better.
Well, the water testing that we did, we were testing for phosphate and nitrate levels, which don't really tell much about the water quality of the places unless it's paired with bacteria counts or other types of tests. We didn't find any spot that was like high in nitrate and phosphate, so we didn't really, I don't think we found anything in terms of that. I mean, not finding anything maybe is finding something at the end of the day, but it's not, we didn't find like alarming levels of nitrate and phosphate, which maybe it's a good thing.
It was awesome. And it was cool to see the evolution of the different landscapes through as we went south, and it was surprising at times. So I know both of us were very surprised when we got to Georgia, which we thought we were just going to fly through, which we did not. Took much longer than we thought, but I mean, in a way that's fine because it was gorgeous. It was breathtakingly beautiful, and neither of us expected it to be that way at all. But it's because all of those barrier islands are completely protected. So you can't, a lot of them you can't even get to unless you're on a boat. So just that, the fact that you're not allowed to develop or anything like that, and how protected they are, they're so pristine and just wild, and it's fabulous, it's amazing.
Wow, that was so nice of the SUPgirls to go on this trip not only for themselves, but for two very important charities. So don't miss next week when we talk about the physical challenges that they faced. That's going to be very interesting. Stay tuned.